Hey guys, welcome to another tier list, and welcome to my Orville characters tier ranking list. The Orville is back on. Season 3, Episode 1 came out last week. Episode 2 comes out tomorrow. I'm so excited for it. I love the Orville. Anything Star Trek related is not the best right now. Strange New Worlds is pretty good, but everything else sucks, so that's why I'm so happy the Orville exists. It is the closest thing to Star Trek that anything Star Trek now. Love the first two seasons. Season 3 starts off amazing. And I want to talk about the characters. There's a lot of great characters in the Orville, and all the main characters are on here with some of the side characters. And I'm going to rank them from the S tier being the best and the F being the worst. Some characters I completely forget their names because they're not like very big characters, but yeah, I'll talk about them a little bit. But yeah, let's just get to it. I'm going to start with the main character. That's Captain Ed Mercer, who is one of the best characters. I love Captain Ed Mercer. He's the captain of the Orville ship. I think he's a great captain. I think he has to make very hard decisions in the television show, and he has to put his emotions aside sometimes to do what's right for his crew. And I think Seth MacFarlane does a great job. He doesn't play favoritism, but he puts his crew before himself and his own feelings. And I love him. And he also has a great sense of humor, and he idolizes Kermit the Frog. So what's not to love about Ed? So yeah, I love Ed Mercer, and he's one of the best characters. Now the second main character is Commander Kelly Grayson, who's a B. I like Kelly. She's his ex-wife who cheated on him in the first episode, and now she is his like first officer of his ship. Their relationship is so good. That's what makes the Kelly more interesting character is her relationship with Ed, because like they start off like they didn't like each other and he has no respect for her, but then they grow to like each other as crewmates and friends. They were once married, but now they have a friendship and they have respect for each other. And Kelly in the first season I was never a fan of, but as the seasons were progressing, she progressed as a character, and she had to make interesting decisions and had to be strategic, and she had to be an almost captain like Ed, and she grew on me as a character, and I really enjoy her and I respect her as a character. Then we got Lieutenant Commander Bortis, who I love. He's a Mocklin, and Bortis is great because he doesn't really like he has a lot of emotions in him, but his species they all talk very monotone. Yes, they talk like this. Yes, and I love him. He's so funny. He's so great, and he has so much inside of him he wants to let out, but he can't because that's not in his culture and his race. They don't express their emotions and what they're feeling, and but he has so much in him, and you just want him to like get it all out and stuff. And just any episodes that focus on Bortis is always some of the best episodes. Like whether it's about like his child or uh, his ex relationships or his people, I just really enjoy Bortis, and I think he's a great character. And then we got Dr. Claire Finn, who's also an A character. I love Claire. I think she is a great doctor. She's a much better doctor than Dr. Crusher on the Next Generation. Not quite as good as Bones, but I still love her. I think she's got so much heart and she has so much care and compassion. She's such a great mother to her kids. Was it her kids? Ty and was it Ty and Marcus? Marcus and Ty? Yeah, I think that's what her kids' names are. I love her relationship with her boys, and I love her relationship with Isaac and how she falls in love with intelligence instead of the human flesh and stuff. And she's always there to help her crew. She's always there to protect them and help them and save them from whatever sickness or injuries they have. And good old Claire Finn, love her. Then we got Lieutenant Commander John Lamar. I think he's an okay character. Like I like John. I think he's likable. He's enjoyable. They don't really like I. In the beginning, he was like kind of like Gordon's like sidekick kind of guy. Like he was always on the bridge with him, and then when he becomes a science officer, like he's of really importance to the crew, but he becomes less interesting of a character. when he becomes the science officer and stuff. And I get it. I like that they made him like he pretends he's an idiot, but he's actually a very smart, intelligent man. I like that. But when he becomes like a science officer, his story becomes less interesting. So yeah. And then we got Lieutenant Gordon Malloy, and I love Gordon. I think he's one of the funniest characters on the show. He's really great. I really enjoy him. One of my favorite episodes is about him when he falls in love with a simulation and an artificial intelligence. It's such a great episode, and I love that he has to bring a lot of heart and he has to bring a lot of comedy in such very dark and brooding times. And just, I love him. He's great. Like I have a lot of friends like him, and I kind of see myself in him a little bit too. So yeah, I really enjoy Gordon. And then we have Alara, who's good. I like Alara. Alara, um, for some reason they took her off the show. I don't quite know why, but whatever. She was in the show for the first season, and she's like part of the species who are like super strong, super tough, and everything. And I like her as a character. I think if she would stay in the show, she would probably be one of my favorite characters. But they bring what's her name, Tala instead. I think her name's Tala, who grew on me as a character. When she first came on the show, Tala, I did not like her. I'm like, she's not as cool as Alara. She's not as interesting. She's not as likable. But she grew on me, and I love. There's an episode with her relationship with Bortis's ex-boyfriend. I love that episode, and I love her care. And even this new episode of season 3, episode 1, like how she has care for Isaac, and she's the only one that has his back and stuff. Like she's the kind of person like she would have your back. She's a friend that'll stick with you, and that's why I like Tala. She's cool. Isaac. Damn right, I'm putting Isaac on the top. Isaac's one of my favorite characters. I love Isaac. I think he's a robot on the ship, and Isaac has no emotions because he's a machine. He's a robot. He's basically almost like the Data or the Spock of this show. No emotions, no nothing. He doesn't understand humans or compassion or love or anything. But in a way, he kind of does because he's doing the right thing. Because his species, his machine species, want to destroy the human race because they're inferior to machines. Machines can control everything, but he stands against them, and he's on the Orville crew to fight his own people. That's fascinating to me. And his relationship with Dr. Finn is great because he wants to know, like, he can't feel love, but he wants to know what it is. He wants to have it. He knows he's more intelligent than all humans, and he shows it off quite a bit. But he also envies them because they can feel and he can't. And that's what makes Isaac such a fascinating character. And I just love him. I absolutely love Isaac as a character. Every episode about Isaac, which was a lot of the first episode of season 3, was a lot about him. And again, the new episode just made me love Isaac all the more. I think Isaac is a phenomenal character. Then we got like the new character who's like a new main character on the show, Charlie Burke. And I'm not on board with Charlie Burke just yet. I think she's such kind of unlikable. She's a bit stubborn. She makes hasty decisions. I'm not on board with her, but we'll see. I can't judge her. She's only been in one episode. I know she's now going to be one of the main characters of the show. I got to see where they go with her character. But as of now, I'm not sold on her yet. Then we have Yaphet. I enjoy Yaphet. Yeah, rest in peace, Norm Macdonald. He's a pile of slime, but he's part of like the science crew. I love it. It's great. Then we got Ty and Marcus, Finn. They're okay. They do what the best they can for child characters. Like his child actors aren't always. No offense, they're not the best actors, but they're likable. I think Ty's adorable. Marcus is a bit of a pain this new season, but they're cute. They're enjoyable. They're kids. They're great. And oh, Clyden. I hate Clyden. I fucking hate him. I think he's a needy husband to Boris, and some of the stuff he does in season 2 just makes me fucking hate his guts. I fucking can't stand him. And we got the Krill, Talia. I really like. I enjoy Talia. she's part of the crew who hate the humans and stuff, but her relationship with Ed is interesting, and I love that she wants to see goodness in the world, and even though she's part of the race of the Krill who want destruction, she wants peace, she wants harmony, she's willing to kind of do whatever it takes. And she's interesting. That's interesting to me, and I think she's a good character. I like her. I do want to see more of her. And then we got Victor Garber's character, who's good. I like him. I know he's the one that gets, Ed his job as captain of the Orville and stuff. He's not in it a lot, but it's Victor Garber. It's always great. Charlize Theron's character was also really cool. She was in a couple episodes. Really liked her. Kelly Hugh's character, not good. So yeah, there we go. For the S tier, I'm gonna put Isaac as my favorite. Actually, I think Isaac is my favorite character in the Orville. I really think so. Then Ed, and then I'm gonna put Finn, Gordon, and Bortis. But Dr. Finn, Gordon, and Bortis, I love those characters. They're great. Then we get the B tier. I'm gonna put Kelly on the top, and then Yaphet, because I love him, and it's Norm. And then Tala, Alara. Yeah, there we go. I think that's good. And boom, and Clyden sucks. So yeah, that is my tier ranking for the Orville characters. Love the show. I'm glad it's back on the air. We had to take a little break from it because I think it got canceled, but now we got the season 3, and so far, fucking loving it. So let me know in the comment section below if you are an Orville fan, and if you are, who is your favorite and least favorite Orville character. Let me know in the comment section below. Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like this video, please like and subscribe to this channel and join the dark side.